coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Here's Fields. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd.
And it's caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Open man right side is Rice. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 50, here's Fields.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When you look at this defense,
and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Fields now to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
A quick throw caught by Rice.
He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
That's good for another. First down and goal to go.
They'll run with Gibson.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 4 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The visitors' offense of Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. Gets past one man, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Straight ahead is Hall.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On play action, Fields
rolling to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
out of the gun, Fields.
It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Sam Laporta.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Mahomes.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Rasheed Rice.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 4. Now it's Fields.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Fields. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. From the gun, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
16 at the 22-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Justin Houston. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Shifts past him at the 45. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Caught left side, it's Beckham. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it second down.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Here's Fields.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun. Taken down at the 42.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
We got the lead here in the 2nd half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
Able to push his way through. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie things at 17 all. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah,
Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Off play action, Fields. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
To throw is Fields.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Complete right side to Otten.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Anthony Jennings in that time defensively. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Fields.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up
to pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw, it's Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Gibson again.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball ought to give up the middle.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer or even pick up the first down if they can. It's 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Willen.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets across the 25-yard line.
First down.
A handoff for Hall.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. All eyes on Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall.
And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Give to Hall running right.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for our visitors, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.